Okay, first I want to start out by saying this is my first YouTube video, so I don't exactly know what I'm doing. But my first video, I'm going to start out with doing a tour of my service truck, which is a 95 Chevy 3500. It's a 6.0 diesel, so I'll start with right here, which is just junk and pens. All my air pressure gauges, little odds and ends. Same thing with this drawer. Then punches and chisels, extensions, my ratchets, and all the other stuff that goes with it. Plier drawer, and just to say, to me, I don't have no specific brand. A good tool, to me, is a tool that makes money. Screwdriver drawer, my wrench drawer, which is mainly Craftsman, except for my ratchet wrenches, which are Blue Point, a couple of SK. But in my opinion, I love Craftsman USA wrenches. My larger wrenches, which I don't have everything in this truck. Hammer drawer, pipe wrenches, some ball joint or tie rod tools, cutters, socket drawer, 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch. Then I have some extra 1/2 inch drive stuff here, mainly some metric sockets. This top drawer is just junk right now. Allen keys are in here. Some old Torx that I don't use anymore. Brake line tools, air hammer stuff. Some little air tool stuff, saw, blow wand, cookies, a lot of other stuff I just keep in the shop. I do most of my work out of the shop. All my electric stuff, mainly Snap-on as far as the smaller tools go, except for the Milwaukee 1/2 inch and an Ingersoll Rand 3/4 in the back there, a Mac air hammer. My 1 inch Ingersoll Rand is underneath my other toolbox. Electrical tape, carbide, some little screwdriver set, impact driver, multimeter, power probe, soldering iron. What else is in there? I can't remember. My grease clearing tool. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these or used them, but for clearing out pins that are clogged, or grease fittings that are clogged. All my RTV, anti-seize, copper seize, all that little stuff. 3/4 for the most part, and 1" in there. Some little odds and ends in there. Also, a Craftsman 3/4 inch set down there. The top one I think is all 1" drive deep, and then that bottom one is 3/4. Then up here on the top is some of my blow mold cases that I use that's in the truck. I have other stuff that's in the shop. I have a smaller, this over here is a diesel injection tester or compression tester, gear puller, 1" 1" drive sockets. This is just a little Harbor Freight seal toolkit, tire plug kit, compression tester, rethreading kit, release tool kit, the Torx I do use now, I keep them in this case, power probe with a bunch of other little stuff in here. Has just extensions and back probe and all kinds of other stuff in there. Zip ties, a tire gauge that I made for equipment tires, test leads. This is a terminal release tool, and then fuses, heat shrinks, also heat shrinks, greased fittings. These back here, I have everything wedged in here so it doesn't move. I don't use that often, but those two kits back there are to make O-rings. This is also a multimeter that is an amp clamp, but the multimeter part of it broke, so that's all I use on that. More heat shrink and zip ties under there. In the back of my truck, just oils, my Bobcat 225, my torches up in the front, which I don't have my oxygen bottle in right now, my air greaser, which was for a 55-gallon drum, then I made it for a 5-gallon, my leads and jumper cables, Ingersoll Rand compressor with a Predator motor on it, which works really well. This cabinet is messy, which I should get my light. It just has chains in it. This box down here is some plow parts, pins and stuff like that for the plows. Straps that are out of rating because half of them are torn. Fire extinguisher. Then some electrical stuff in here. Primary wire. Just a bunch of little test leads. Here is just switches, stuff like that. Up here is welding rod and a couple of random filters. Most of my filters I keep here upstairs, and I take them as I need them. This over here is a hydraulic test kit, basically, that I made up. A battery toolkit, some other little hydraulic fittings in there. Then all of my other stuff. I don't usually keep a lot of hardware in here. Like I said, I do a lot of my work from the shop. I try to anyway. This light isn't very good. On the top is electrical, both of those cases. The next one down, oh no, what are these? One's electrical, don't remember what the other one was. Oh, large bolts. I know you can't see that, but this is electrical, more electrical. And then this one is random pipe fittings, compression fittings, hose caps. This one is just random nuts and bolts. Also random nuts and bolts, grease fittings, cotter pins down here. Random O-rings in this box. This is just some cheap kit with some air fittings. And then O-rings, D-rings in this one, which I haven't used in a long time. This one's also O-rings, a cat kit. This is a Komatsu kit. This is just, like I said, random. This is metric bolts and some more O-rings down here, with also more O-rings there. This is the crane, which I believe, I actually don't remember how long it is. It's an auto crane. 20 foot. It's supposed to be a 6,000 pound rating, but it's not. It's shit. With it all the way out, I can pick up about 900. With it straight up, I'm at like, I picked up an idler from a D155, which weighed, I think it was 1,300 pounds, and it picked it up, but it struggled. That's about the limit. And then there's my hose reel, torch reel, and grease reel. And that's it.